Street is questioning Elon Musk's leadership at Tesla. The company shares closed down more than 5% after a bizarre earnings call. We have to say at one point they were down almost 8%. The stock, as we were saying, down, and Tesla and its CEO were already on thin ice with investors even before this phone call. Now, the car maker is losing money and has been slow to ramp up production of its Model 3 sedan. Elon Musk, though, didn't want to talk about it.
So where specifically will you be in terms of
your
capital requirement?
Next. Boring bonehead questions are not cool. Next.
Of the reservations that actually opened and made available to configure, can you let us know like what percentage have actually taken the step to configure?
We're going to go to YouTube. Sorry. These questions are so dry. They're killing me.
They were killing them, were they? Claire Sebastian is here. You were on the call. Yeah. I can't imagine what you were thinking when you were on this. Could you really believe it?
To be honest, it started off bizarre and it only got more bizarre, and you could literally sense his frustration. But it did knock investors' confidence. I got some notes today from those analysts who you just heard who were dismissed by Elon Musk. This is from RBC, Joseph Spack. He said, investor feedback to the call was a shock that a CEO would be dismissive, and the general sentiment was that the defensiveness spoke volumes. Now, that is crucial because it isn't just the theatrics around it. It isn't just the fact that, you know, he said things like boneheaded comments and things like that. It's the fact that he didn't answer some of their questions. Now, Elon Musk, as we know, is a long-term thinker. He's looking ahead 5-10 years, and obviously these analysts want to know what's going to happen in the next quarter and the quarter after that, and you know, small details like gross margins and what's happened with the uptake of the Tesla Model 3 orders. But nevertheless, you know, him not answering the question has raised a lot of questions for people, and that's why you see the share price falling today.
You know, he broke the golden rule that I have about these calls is first do no harm. And if you think you're going to do any harm, get somebody else. Get your CFO to do it. Where is the market, though, now on Tesla? I mean, we did see the stocks down. It is burning through cash. What did the analysts tell you today on you know, are they long on Tesla?
There's a mixture. Some people have lowered their target off the back of today, not just because of the call, but because there was some issues with the earnings. Obviously, they reported a loss, which was narrower than some people expected, but still a loss. And they are still burning through cash, $700 million in the last quarter. Moody's has come out today and reiterated that they think they're going to have to raise $2 billion this year, something that Elon Musk categorically denied on the call. But the really interesting part of this is that even though, you know, this did dent confidence and the theatrics was certainly not something that anybody welcomed on this call, there is still a feeling that people do believe in Elon Musk and his vision for the future. And frankly, they must do, Paula, because this is still a company that has a market cap bigger than Ford. Even after today's $3 billion loss on its market cap, it's still bigger than Ford. They made 100,000 cars last year. Ford made 2.6 million. So I think if he wants to keep the market on his side, he has to live up to some of these promises that he's making.
He's supposed to be revolutionary, you know, revolutionizing the car industry, not the analyst phone call. I think, you know, he's been kind of a bit off in the last few months, shall we say. In terms of where this is actually going to be critical, that we're still waiting on another quarter of results, another two. How much more patience do you think the street's going to have?
I think certainly we always say this, the next quarter is going to be crucial because he's promised that he'll ramp up the Model 3 to 5,000 a week by the end of the next quarter. He's promised that in the quarter after that and in Q4 he'll be cash flow positive. So those are the key metrics that everyone's going to be watching. How he does with the Model 3. I think people are going to give him some leeway if he doesn't quite hit 5,000 a week. Then, you know, he just has to hit the ballpark, essentially. And if he does that, then they're going to continue to be on his side. But these investors have supported him all along. They believe, as I said, in this vision, in this man who's not only trying to put humans on Mars, but is trying to solve the LA traffic problem. And despite the theatrics, despite the defensiveness that we've seen leading up to this, despite the worries that the company is running out of cash, they still believe in it.
Yeah, and they say it's dreamers and builders in that sense, in the mold of Elon Musk that has really given us our great innovations. Yeah. We will see. Claire Sebastian, thanks so much. She was here late last night on that phone call. You couldn't even talk to anybody. Was anybody around for you to say? There was no one in the office. Poor Claire.